Alright, this old boy don't hike naked, so let's see what I'm going to be carrying in my pack on this up and coming through hike. Ready? Here we go. Alright, so we're going to be taking a melee, my melanzana, because the problem is, and over here, the problem is that, I don't know, the first 2 weeks I'm not too worried about the weather-wise. It's sort of predictable, but it's going to be the first half of the trip. But the second half of the trip is going to be unpredictable. It could get cold fairly quickly. So I'm going to have, since I'm pretty much out on my own the whole time, I'm going to have to carry all my stuff. Check out this Columbia Windbreaker with Omni heat built into it. It's new technology that they do, and I used it last year when we were out, and it worked really good on the cold, the colder mornings and nights. You put that on, it's very, very thin. There's not anything to it. I mean, it's just really thin, but all of that reflects heat back to you, and it breathes, which is really good. So that'll be, if I have to, I can layer. I can put that on, then put that on over it, So that'll work really good. And if it really gets cold, then I can move over here and put on my rain jacket. So I'm going to go easy, because out west it doesn't rain as much as in the east. But anyway, I'll just be using a frog togs. So I'm going to use a frog tog there in the 3F UL Gear rain skirt. That's right. I am going to wear a rain skirt. Whoa. Anyway, let's keep going. So we move around. My extra clothes. Now this is clothing, extra clothing. I am going to be wearing a 32 degree t-shirt. And you want to see breathability? Check that out. You see that? That is breathability. It also only weighs 78 grams. Now that is a light shirt. So that's going to be that's my hiking t-shirt. And then I've got the 32 degree cool underwear. Got an extra pair of that. Extra pair of Injinjis, extra pair of darn tough socks. Hey, there's the good old OR Outdoor Research hoodie, sun hoodie. Gotta have that. That's going to be with me. And then if it gets cold at night, I've got myself a little beanie. And then if I have to wear something warm, like if it really gets second half of the trip, I got a thing called, it's made by Roadbox. Yeah, Roadbox makes these. These are some long leggings, and they are super light but super efficient and extremely comfortable. So that takes care of what's going to be in my pack. So that's what I'm carrying. Next up, I'll show you what I'm wearing next. Alright, stick around. Don't go anywhere. So what is going to be my trail clothes? So let's take a look at those real quick. Alright, here we go. Going to be wearing darn tough socks with Injinjis, toe socks. This is the Russell. They're made by Russell. They're a quick dry shorts, very lightweight, and I like that nice wide waistband on it. It's really nice. So, but anyway, this is by Russell. You might want to check that out. It's got pockets and so forth. At least I think it does. Yes, it's got a pocket. So I'll be wearing the Russell shorts, quick dry. There you go again, the 32 degree cool undies. They are absolutely fantastic. And that super lightweight, super breathable 32 degree t-shirt. And again, I'll hold it up to the window so you can actually see right through that thing. So heat hopefully won't be an issue. And another thing about the 32 degrees is that they also claim not only are they quick dry, but they also don't get all stinky as much. So they have odor resistant treatment in them. So there's my feet, my underwear, my shorts, my shirt. Then I'll be wearing a buff. I'm going to take this buff here. Naturally, I want to be seen, so that's going to be the buff. My OR hiking gloves, naturally on my head. This is a company called Elwyn, and if you notice, it's pretty well, definitely not going to be a problem breathing, that's for sure. That was one problem I had last year, was just being so hot and sweaty, because the temperatures could be running as close back up into the hundreds when I get there. I will be wearing gaiters, so I'm going to be wearing some gaiters there, and then I will be wearing, to me, the best shoe in the world that works for me is the Hoka Omni Speed Goat, and these are the Speed Goat 4s. I would love to get the Speed Goat 5s. I've already tried them and they are fabulous, but these 4s, I need to use them. They're new and I'm going to give them a shot. And I will tell you why in just a second. So this is what I'm wearing from my feet up for the trail, and it's all super lightweight, very breathable, quick drying. That's what you want, folks. And then you want to make sure that your socks and for your socks and shoes, is that you can really fight and stay away from blisters. That's the main thing. Last year I never got one. I never got a blister with that setup. So I'm going to stay with what works for me. So having the Hokas and having the Injinji toe socks, and then having those toe socks with the Darn Toughs pulled over those toe socks, man, it worked well. So that was a good, I call it the sacred trio, Darn Tough, Injinji, and Hokas. So they worked very well for me, and they worked very well for Maggie too last year. So we didn't have any feet problems at all. Anyway, I'll be back and we'll talk about those Hokas in just a second. All right, hold on. All right, so why the Hoka Omni Speed Goat 4s? The 5s are just good, if not better even. But the 4s, let's talk about the 4s, because that's what I used last year, that's what I'm using this year, so that's really all that's important. So let's look at my pair of Hoka Omni Speed Goats 4s that I wore last year, and I'm still wearing them for all my workouts and stuff now, but these shoes have no less than 500 miles on them. They range from doing the Florida Trail, the Pine Mountain Trail, a full through hike of the Centennial Trail in South Dakota. These shoes have 500 miles on them at least. So, let's take a good look at them up close. Okay, so here are the used ones I have. Okay, so here we go. So here's the treads. Now this is the 500 milers. This is the ones that I use for 500 miles. So you can check these treads out. Look at that. Not bad, is it? Yeah, I could wear them for this through hike, but I had already bought those new ones, and I'll be honest with you, new shoes always feel good. Now let's check along the side here. If you notice, nothing's torn at all. That's not ripping out, that's fine. And then over here, and these shoes breathe fabulous. Look at that. No tears, not coming apart, everything's good. Yeah. So they're still going. That's why I'm still using them as a workout shoe. So they're still fine, nothing wrong. No leaks, no tears, they feel good. That's why I still use them. Now, like in this pair, I'm using the Superfeet green insoles, those green ones that they have. That you see right there. I've got the same kind of insoles in my new ones. So let's look at the new Speed Goats that I'm using. So I'm just going to stick with these, and we'll move them right over here to this. We're going to grab the new ones. So these are the new Speakos. I did modify these because of the gaiters, so I can hook a gaiter. So I put a loop in the front, and I also did some Velcro back here in the back. Because last year I didn't wear gaiters that required all that. So, but this year I am, so I modified these a little bit. So let's look how pretty. These things breathe and dry easily. They handle water conditions and recover. They don't fall apart or anything like that. And it's just mile after mile. I mean, they just go and go and go. There's those green Superfeet insoles in there. See that? Now let's look at the tread. This is going to surprise you. Remember the tread of my old shoes? Look at that. You would think you were looking at my old shoes. Holds its treads really nicely. The shoe does not fall apart. So there you go. And I've seen so many expensive trail shoes, especially a couple of companies or so, and they're always ripping out here and there. The soles are getting all wore out. People are ending up in the doctor's office with terrible leg problems and everything. But us Hoka guys, it's just sort of quiet, you know. But the downside of Hokas, they make a wide, but they don't make a super wide. So, you know, if you don't have like, you know, paddle feet, you know, big super wide feet, which is okay if you do, but I mean, but let me turn the camera around here, hold on. But yeah, if you don't have like really extremely wide feet, I think you can find the shoe, a pair of Hoka Onis that would fit your feet. There is a reason for heels on shoes and for shoes to have angles. You got to check it out. There was a reason why heels were invented. The Hoka Onis are not zero drop, and that I like because with a little bit of lift, it helps propel you forward. And it also, you can add a little more cushion in those down steps so you're not slamming that heel and sending a lot of shock waves up to the knees. But that's me. It works great for me. But I understand the whole logic behind the Onis, the Hokas. And anyway, I just wanted to show you those two shoes. And the durabilities, yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Do the Hokas run a little more? Yeah, they're about 10, 20 bucks more than these other popular shoes you see on trail. But the Hokas are really on their own, and they're great. They're also famous for running shoes. Matter of fact, they hold 3 of the top 10 places as far as I know, or at least they did. So anyway, there's a reason why they're the way they are, and they work really good for long distance hiking and through hikings that undergo different conditions. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you later. Maybe the next one you see, I will be on trail. All right. See you later, and thank you very much. You know I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you do. All right, y'all take care. See ya, and glad you've been watching OMO TV. Oh yeah. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.